आज की तारीख में यूएसए के साथ काम करना तो इम्पॉसिबल है।
Lalit Tukral heads a consortium of apparel exporters located outside New Delhi. For decades, factories like his supplied garments to the US, India's largest export market for textiles. But then came President Trump's 50% tariffs last year, and now uncertainty over the trade pact. A US probe into excess industrial capacity from countries including India has further frayed expectations of a recovery.
हमें उम्मीद तो बहुत थी कि ये हो जाएगा। इंटरम डील के अंदर भी लग रहा था कि ये भी अच्छा हो जाएगा, ठीक है। अब लेकिन ये वॉर जो फिर हो गई है और इसमें ऑल अमेरिका इज इन्वॉल्व एवरीवेयर, तो अब हमें समझ नहीं आ रही कि इसका असर क्या होगा। कोई हम कैलकुलेशन करने के काबिल ही नहीं रहे।
New Delhi and Washington have not held substantive talks since the US Supreme Court invalidated President Trump's tariffs in February. It remains unclear when or even if a deal will be signed. This uncertainty is weighing heavily on the textile sector, which employs 45 million people across India. Manufacturers say US buyers are either withholding orders or pushing for steep discounts, and now with the war on Iran, rising raw material and shipping costs are further squeezing margins. On factory floors, impacted companies say they are cutting production and in some cases laying off workers. Traders are now looking beyond the US towards more predictable markets like Japan.
मालूम नहीं कल क्या होगा, कल फिर कोई टैरिफ लगा दे। तो अब लोगों ने जापान की तरफ डाइवर्शन किया है। जापान में अच्छी क्वालिटी जा रही है, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं वो लोग। अभी हम जब वहाँ फेयर होता है तो 200-250 लोग जाते हैं फेयर पे।
India is one of the world's largest textile and apparel exporters, but its shipments to Japan make up less than 1% of Tokyo's $30 billion textile imports. Businessmen like Mukesh Kinchi say this market holds immense potential for Indian traders if they can meet its requirements.
Because it's not an easy market to be into, because the quality standards are quite high vis-a-vis the European or the American market. So it took us almost like 2 years to get initial breakthroughs.
His company has been shipping to Japan since 2016, tailoring products to local preferences.
But Japan is something more product conscious market, where along with the price and other thing, you need to offer a solution, and you need to make a product which is more durable and more long lasting with a higher performance.
New Delhi already has an economic pact with Tokyo, which exporters say makes it easier to operate there. But analysts warn that export volumes to Japan will never come close to the demand seen in the US, which is why it's crucial businesses stop relying on large-scale exports to just one country. The Indian government is also pushing businesses to diversify their trade, having recently signed pacts with the EU and the United Kingdom. Some experts, however, say the government needs to go a step further.
We haven't been able to create something like wow for Indian textile and apparel. And I think that's the way we should move forward. The ministry needs to move forward with a target, with a vision plan, and with an action document for that vision plan.
Businesses say America's shifting trade dynamics and now the Middle East conflict are reshaping India's textile industry, making it that much harder to pin down new business. To stay competitive, exporters say they will need to adapt quickly and find new opportunities in markets closer to home. For CNE, I'm Neha Poonia in New Delhi.